Well, it's probably going to be a good batting surface throughout this match, but it might just favour the team putting the pads on first.
The umpire signals that we're ready to go. First ball of the innings about to be bowled. Times it nicely.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yep.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to comment.
Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
It was short and wide, not much invitation needed, and picked off very easily.
Bolt coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble.
Yep.
Brilliant shot that.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Nicely played.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from.
Pushed nicely into the covers. Might go all the way.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Threw the hands at it, somehow missed everything.
Great movement on that delivery, just enough to keep them interested. It just missed the wickets on the way through.
Yep.
Couldn't have played that any better.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Couldn't have hit that any better.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment.
Wait.
Straight to the fielder. Misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Wow, that's missed a lot.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
India. Sprayed that very wide. Hits the boundary rope. The keeper had no chance there.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Right out of the middle.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Nice shot.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? Drives and misses everything.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Beaten on the drive.
Jameson with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Clipped neatly off the pads. Should get 4.
And that brings up the batsman's half-century.
Top class innings, been playing very nicely out there, and that brings up the half-century.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. Super piece of timing.
That's a very difficult shot to get right. Straight back at the bowler with a lot of pace, and the covering fielder had no chance.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the north end. Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly, and placed into the gap.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Well, that was just an awesome delivery. Whiz past the batsman. The umpire says that's the first of 2.
Picks the gap perfectly.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Santner, the left armour, is the new bowler from the south end. Can't get that outside the ring field. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Waiting.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
right in the slot, right where they like it. The ball races to the boundary. Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. That's right off the meat of the bat.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Sharma is really starting to get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt this momentum. Right off the middle of the bat.
That one they got hold of. The slower ball didn't work and it went all the way.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Great one.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Yep.
Managed to find the gap beautifully. Not going to waste that opportunity as they head towards the 90s.
Good bit of timing there.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Great shot, great timing.
The timing on that shot was just perfect. Brilliant shot. It was a boundary the moment it hit the bat.
Great shot through the gap.
Good return there, back from the deep. A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Not a great delivery as it goes down to the boundary. That'll go into the books as extras.
Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Great one.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Way up.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
End of the over, 10 off it. In. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
The batsman gets their time.
Fantastic century, totally deserved to take all the accolades from the crowd. It's been a sublime innings so far. A nicely crafted century, hitting the ball all around the ground. Barely a chance given. Fantastic.
Yep.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Sharma shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Absolutely nailed it.
Saw it from the moment it left the hand, latched onto it and given the full treatment.
Williamson, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Brilliant diving stop.
No!
Decide against the second, way too late. I think they'd have been well short if they had continued.
8 runs added there. India are 155 for 3. Just about timed that perfectly.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on. There'll be 1 run here for them. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. Super shot. A couple on offer here.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
They would have been struggling to get back for another. A good call of no.
Right one.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Middle that one, great timing.
And that takes his partnership to 100 runs.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Nice one.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just
Really good shot there.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early and it was dispatched with aplomb.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Nice one.
Great shot.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap, timed it nicely for 4 more.
Neesham shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now.
A lovely shorter ball, just keeping them honest. Still got a chance to use another one in this over.
Catch it.
Huge shot, that's a massive shot, just incredible.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Sharma didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Immaculate timing there.
Up and over the top. There's always more room in the air. 1 bounce and 4, fantastic shot. This innings is getting better and better. 150 now, wonderful cricket, stunning knock.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That just drifted a bit and pounced on. Hit high and mighty. They'll be very happy with that.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Great shot. Placement exquisite.
What a lovely shot, and it flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? End of the over, and what a beauty it was. Say what you want about the bowling, but you've still got to hit them. Majestic batting. Bolt from the south end.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing. Timed that brilliantly.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
Brilliant shot that.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the north end. Nicely played.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Charmer has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Consecutive boundaries in this over. I wonder what plans they'll come up with to slow this batting. Right out of the middle.
That little bit of room, and you see how quickly the ball races away to the boundary. Really good boundary, square of the wicket.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Hit that hard, nailed it.
Lovely shot, gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
It looked a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide. That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
This has been a demonstration of high-class batting. 200 runs. Marvellous.
Henry has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie down one end. Runs have been flowing a little too easily. Solid defence, very compact.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
There'll be runs here. Straight to the fielder. This could be out. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Could be close. Trouble. Oh, gone.
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on.
This has been a famous victory. For much of the match, we didn't know who was going to win, but in the end,